Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome back to part 6 of Banjo-Kazooie. Last time we started Clanker's Cavern and did everything in the outside area, and today we're going to go inside and do whatever craziness we need to do in there. And I am once again joined by my good friend, MilesLuigi.
Yes, so be careful in there. It's a garbage compactor, right, so you don't get crushed.
Crushed, sliced, grinded, many things we're going to need to be careful of inside here.
Any of the above, how about that? Oh gosh, look, there's a lot of blades already.
Oh yeah, but first thing we're going to have to do here is the witch switch. And instead of just instantly making a Jiggy appear, it made some other stuff happen there. But yeah, so we're going to have to deal with that, and of course I'm going to get hit by everything. I've actually done
look very safe.
I've done a good job of this before, actually not needing to even slow down, although this time, who knows what's wrong with me. Anyway, there it is.
They look like they're destroying you, but hey, you got a Jiggy out of it.
Why not? I could have done it the slow and careful way, but who does it that way?
Taking damage to get the Jiggy faster.
So yeah, so there is a Jiggy, and then wow, we have a flying disc inside of Clanker, which is pretty crazy. We have one of these crazy things hanging from the ceiling. Of course, if you touch that, it will hurt. There's rings all over the place, although what the flying disc is mainly for is going up here. It's this little passageway that otherwise you cannot reach unless you fly, and inside of here we will find the one move that is hidden inside of this level.
Ah, there it is. I remember he said it's really well hidden. He's not joking.
Nope. And as you guessed, this is the golden feather technique, which will allow us to remain invincible for as long as we have gold feathers. So hold Z or Z and hold right C, and we will not take damage from anything. It is also required, actually, to defeat some enemies. So gold feathers will be very useful.
Well, you can turn invincibility off and on, so yeah, that seems like a logical conclusion. Question for you. So, is the invincibility, how exactly invincible is it? Like if you get crushed, or if you fall down a pit, or something like that?
Oh, does not stop from falling down, like, instant death holes. I believe it stops fall damage. I'll actually have to test that. It stops damage from all enemies. Like, I don't believe there's any enemy that can actually hurt you while you were using gold feathers. And as far as getting crushed goes, I'm trying to think of things that would crush you, and I don't think that you would take damage if you were using gold feathers. That's a good point. I'll have to see if there's anything later on in the game which I can test that with. But anyway, of course the solution to that puzzle is to use gold feathers to get past all of those blades, which I don't believe you can actually do it without them. Let's see, like, if I had really good timing. Actually, let's see. That was just bad timing.
Use your new power-up, dummy!
That's pretty much what they're trying to say here. Just use gold feathers, darn it. So yeah, there you go.
So the invincibility is really darn good. Do you have to be on ground to activate it, or?
Yes. Well, let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. So if I jump, I'm ducking. Yeah. So holding Z and jumping will do a backflip, and of course pressing kind of.
So you couldn't like, oh crap, I'm falling, and activate my invincibility.
No, unfortunately not. I'll definitely have to test that though, see if it does prevent fall damage. I'm pretty sure it does, but we'll have to find out.
If it does, then you could strategically use it if you need to take a long fall to get somewhere.
That is true. There'll definitely be a level later on that will be a lot of fun to test that with. I'm sure that some people know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, we are now we are now dumped inside of this room here, and as you can see, there's a whole bunch of rings, and there's one green one, so that you can kind of piece together that is where you're supposed to start, and then we are given 48 seconds to go through the remaining rings. And
oh gosh, it's like Superman 64.
That is true. Sorry about that again. But anyway,
as I was trying to say, this looks like Superman 64.
That is a very hilarious comparison, actually. Rings. My worst nightmare.
At least this doesn't control as bad as Superman 64, right?
That's a good point. Yeah, now that I'm good at swimming, unlike when I was a kid playing this game, yeah, it actually definitely is not as bad as Superman 64. Did you see me playing Superman 64? That was quite a long time ago now.
I have not.
Oh, yeah, there we go. All the rings, the water will rise, and the Jiggy will be a reward. Yes, back, I think it was actually April of 2012, I tried to play Superman 64. I was actually going to try playing through the whole thing. I got 2 parts in, and each part was actually 2 levels. So I actually beat 4 of the levels, and each part ended up being like an hour each. It was ridiculous, but anyway, I could not take any more after that. It was insane. Just might be funny to skim through that at some point, just because, ugh, it's such a
I've
frustrating
never played
game.
Superman 64, but I definitely remember it causing a ruckus when it came out in like gaming magazines about it being a horrible game.
I honestly don't know how I actually made it through 4 levels of Superman 64 looking back on it. It was one of the worst experiences ever. Anyway, so now that the water has risen, we have access to 2 passageways on the sides. Actually, one of them I think we were able to access before the water rose. And those will just lead us outside of the gills of Clanker. Anyway, there's the last Jinjo, which leads us to the 9th puzzle piece of this level.
Only one to go. And how are you doing on notes?
Notes, we are at 83, which is pretty good. Just got to make sure I'm not missing any. I think I may know where the remaining are, but we shall see about that. Anyway, let's go over here. And as I said, there was a tunnel on that side, and there's also a tunnel on this side. And each of the sides, if I'd continued going into kind of the darkness on that side, it leads you to the outside of Clanker, as you will see right here. It leads out where his gills are, and that works on both sides. You can also re-enter, I believe, too, although there's no reason to do that since we got everything that we needed to get there. Proceeding on, we now want to go to the front of Clanker, and if we stand here, I think we should get a message from him, unless he already said the message and I accidentally completely missed it because I was thinking about something else, which is a complete possibility. Let's see if I stand here, does he say it? No, he does not. I believe that there is a message at some point, though, which I probably missed, where Clanker said something about having tooth pain. I was trying to turn the camera angle there and actually pressed the right C button while I was holding his head.
Well, if he has a toothache, I think it's obviously showcased right there.
And for some reason, shooting 3 eggs at his tooth solves the problem. I don't know how exactly that's supposed to work, but anyway, now that we've fixed that, we can go inside this hole here, and that will bring...
I lost a tooth and it didn't hurt at all, and ooh, there you go.
That takes us to a Mumbo token there, and then, if we go around to this side, and do it again... I don't know how exactly this is supposed to work.
If those really are gold teeth, though, he ought to thank you for knocking them out because they're worth a lot of money.
That's true.
I mean, gold is a pretty valuable commodity. Nice jump, by the way.
Oh, thank you, yeah. That actually ended up working out really well.
You're making him cross-eyed.
Yeah, that's funny that his eyes actually fly. That's something I've never actually really looked at before. Anyway, now we go on this other tooth, and of course, for that, a Jiggy is our reward.
Hooray!
And that takes us up to all 10. Wow.
There you go.
Very
Dance
nice.
for us, Banjo. Now you just have to find the notes, right? Ooh, and they're in this room, probably.
Yes, there are some in here, and we may have missed some outside as well. Possibly, anyway. I'm not going to jump to that conclusion until we have gotten all of them here. So it's 93, 94, 95. Oh, actually, this might just finish it off. Let's see, so we're down here. Might as well get that health just for fun. Let's see, so go up a little bit. See, I hate the perspective sometimes. Like, I don't understand why I'm not getting that health. There we go. Alright, and then if we go in here, are the remaining notes in here? No, they are not. So I am missing 5 notes at some other point inside of the level. And I think I might know where they are, and ouch. Okay.
I'm trying to remember back around the N64 era how many people really did complain about camera controls, because back in that time, N64, PlayStation, like every game essentially had crappy camera controls.
But since...
Because developers were trying to figure out how to get camera controls to work in 3D.
Honestly, camera controls are like, they're not usually something that really bothers me. Like, just for the sake of the video, I'll point out that I'm having trouble with that because of the camera, but it doesn't really annoy me. Like, if I was just playing it on my own, I can deal with it, so, eh. Anyway, I think I accidentally missed something in some of these, so we're going to check all of these out. Fortunately, it's impossible to tell which ones you've been in before. But anyway, in here, did I get this? Yeah, I did get that. That was the Mumbo token, I believe. Anyway, let's see. We are up to 17 Mumbo tokens. I might still be missing ones. I believe we started this level with 13. I believe that there are 5 hidden somewhere in this level, so I think I'm still missing one somewhere. It's kind of trying to go
There's an offset area somewhere you're missing, so...
Just trying to...
Is it at the beginning of the level, or did you get everything there?
I'm trying to remember where they're all located. There was the one that I just checked out and had. There was one above the very beginning of the level. There was one, I believe, on a post somewhere, which I may or may not have gotten. I believe I think I did everything up here. I think there's all the notes up here that I got. Let me just make sure. Notes and items were up here. Yeah, they're all those. Is there anything if I jump to the right? No. So see, oh, there's an example of
Fall
fall
damage.
damage right there. Sometimes it's very unforgiving. Alright, so there was one up there. I believe there was one when you climbed up Clanker's tail, but I'm not 100% remembering. Anyway,
Oh, congratulations, Andrew. You're now dealing with the situation where there might be viewers out there who's yelling at the screen telling you where it is.
darn it, I never want to be in one of those situations. Let's see, man. I'm sure it's really simple. It's something I'm really easily forgetting. 5 notes. No, 4 notes. Okay. That changes everything. Only 4. Actually, let me go up and check something. Let me see. But anyway, so what did you think of Clanker's Cavern, that one level that, as a kid, never got to
I
see
never
all of?
thought about swimming underneath Clanker and releasing him.
Oh, definitely.
Like, maybe I saw that there was something down there, but the thought just never came to me to swim down there, so... Wow.
Anyway.
I feel like part of my childhood is now vindicated.
Let me see what we have here. I believe I got all of the items on the side over there. I know that there's a Mumbo token down there. Yes, there's somewhere I'm clearly missing, but
How
where?
about you first person look while you're way up tall, or up high? Oh, you fell.
Yeah, I will do that though. That's a good point, actually. I'll climb back up to... I'll go over to where... Actually, wait, just going to climb up, come back up. I will stand on top of this thing. And we'll take a nice big look from at the top of here. I'm just trying to think. Where on earth will I miss 4 notes? Where on earth will I miss 4 notes? It's probably like right there. I'm just trying to think though. Yeah, unfortunately, the draw distance on some things, such as an empty honeycomb in part 4, and it was really annoying. Anyway, I had to pause the game again because my frame started going crazy. And look what that is on the left side of the screen. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that over there. But there's that draw distance I was telling you about. I could have been standing here, and I could have looked around all day, and we never would have seen that. But just because I went a little bit to this edge, there are the culprits of this craziness, man. So that was... Man, I really should have tried the gold feathers from up there. Actually, in fact, we will do that just for laughs.
Just for laughs, alright.
But yeah, there are the remaining items. I guess I kind of just blanked out about that section over there for some reason. I guess I saw the eggs. I was like, that's all that's really over there, and I kind of forgot about the post. Okay, anyway, if we drop down from here, this should be good for fall damage. Will we get hurt?
Here you go.
No, we won't. Gold feathers protect you from fall damage. Very good to know.
Alright. So now you just have to get those last couple of items up there and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, 100% in Clanker's Cavern. So, yes, there's this pole here, and all 4 notes should be on this. There we go. And the final Mumbo tokens. As I said, there were 5 in this level. We started with 13, so it makes sense that we now have 18 for 100% completion in Clanker's Cavern in half an hour.
There you go.
And okay, continuing on. All we have to do now is make it back to the goal, and we are done. So basically, to find out how to get back to the beginning, we just look at which way Clanker is facing, and he is pointing directly at this pipe. As you remember, when you entered it to talk to him at the very beginning, you were facing him, and this should take us to the exit.
And there you go. There's Clanker's Cavern done properly without getting the willy jillies.
Oh, but it is, even no matter when you're playing it, no matter how much experience you have, going down and then rising him up from the water is always nerve-wracking, just because you know there's always that chance of making a mistake. And I guess that's where some people are coming from when they say they don't like the note system, because just making a little mistake there makes you have to re-get everything that you've already gotten. But yeah, after a little bit of practice, it's not too terrible.
Well, I want to thank you for letting me join you for these parts.
Oh, it's no problem.
We learned that maybe you need a new laptop to do these recordings.
We'll have to see about that. But anyway, the only way to get back to the entrance is to go around and come from the top. But anyway, you go back to this pad, and there you go. That's the exit of the level. Bottles will comment on our note score. And one thing I forgot to do at the end of the last part was if we go on top of the entrance pipe here and do a backflip, there's another Mumbo token. So that, I believe, is number 4 in Grunty's lair. So don't forget about that. It's very easy to miss. Getting full health there, but yeah, I believe that is all that we are going to do for this part.
Alright.
Next time, if you may remember in part 4, I opened up that underneath the waterfall, so we'll go check that out. But in the meantime, that is where we are going to end off for today. So thank you very much for joining me. And MilesLuigi. It's been
Of course.
it's been great, and I'll have to get you in on a random game of the day sometime or something like that. After I get a better computer. Anyway, aside from the bumps and bruises, I hope that everyone enjoyed this part, and I hope to see you next time for part 7 when we go and explore that under the waterfall and open up the 180 note door that you may have seen a couple of parts ago. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you then, and thanks again for joining me.
Of course. You all have a great day, by the way.